Hey, what's going on? Welcome. New stream, new game. Gonna try something a little different. Just beat Control last week. Now I'm diving into a game called Stoneshard. It's a PC game in early access right now on Steam. And it's like a hardcore RPG. You play as one individual. I'm not great at these, but I played through the intro already just to make sure that I wasn't gonna completely stink it up. And basically you play as this man right here, Velen. You and your crew delved into a dungeon in search of treasure, something I think called the Stoneshard, where the name comes from. And y'all got I just said y'all, I'm not from the south. Anyway, your team gets captured. You have to kind of get your way out of prison. It has very like Skyrim, or no, sorry, Oblivion sort of vibes, where it's like you start out with nothing, got to break out of your cell, then you slowly start gathering items, and you got to take on some enemies, and it basically ran you through the mechanics of the game. This game is hardcore, for me at least. It's no Oblivion or Skyrim. So basically it might look all cute and pixely, and it's got all these cute little sprites. They're fucking animated beautifully, like this cat. But it's hardcore. You gotta manage everything. Hardcore RPG style. You have to manage all of your inventory. So here, luckily, it gives you like Diablo. Or at least that's what I know in terms of the inventory as an equivalent. You can swap between two different weapon sets equipped. So one, I have like my ranged bow. I'm playing as a ranged character. I thought that'd be fun. Okay, so let me take a step back. So basically, you start off as this guy. You kind of run through the tutorial missions, and then you kind of wind up here, the beginning of the actual game. You're here with him at this inn. He basically tells you he needs help finding these things, but he can't really walk too well, so my task right now is to do enough. Here, we'll just look at the quest real quick. Varen, who's the old man, my old acquaintance, has got himself into trouble and now needs my help. Before we can start our work on this contract, we need to gather a caravan. It would be way too difficult to travel through Aldor without one. Luckily, Varen managed to negotiate a deal with the Osbrook Elder. If we complete a few contracts for the village, he'll provide us with a cart and 2 horses. I need to locate the Elder and discuss the details. The innkeeper should know where to find him. So that's where I'm at right now. The map is very cool. This is Osbrook right here where I'm located. And so, yeah, it's pretty hardcore, right? So I picked this range character. There's a handful of different types of character classes you can pick. I picked this one. So far, my stats are pretty spread across the board. Perception, 1 point higher, just because I need it for my ranged attacks. And then 1 point higher in vitality. You have to track health, almost Fallout style, where limbs will get damaged. So you see everything's good now. Hunger, you get hungry, you get thirsty. A lot of the stuff that will kind of take away things like pain, or at least make the pain subside, will get you drunk. So you have an intoxication level. And then there's this immunity level that is the resistance to a variety of maladies. I don't know. You have Psyche, so you have Morale and Sanity. We'll just read these real quick. Your character's fighting spirit. It decreases with low health, injuries, high hunger, and thirst. If morale drops below 50%, the character may begin to suffer from negative mental effects. So a little bit of like, I'm getting some like Fallout-y vibes and some kind of Elder Scrolls vibes, some Darkest Dungeon vibes. Anyway, so Sanity, the degree of clarity to which your character perceives the reality. It's reduced by terrifying enemies, unholy damage, head injuries, negative magic effects, high pain level, and intoxication. If sanity drops below 50%, the character may begin to suffer from negative mental effects. And I have no maladies, however you pronounce that. I'll figure it out for the next time. Let's see, traits. Because I'm a ranged character, I have Sharp Eye, and basically that's the first time an enemy enters your vision, they receive negative 10% dodge chance and plus 10% damage for 10 turns. So that'll help me with my bow. And this is my bio. My name is Dirwin spent most of his life in royal service to the late king, relentlessly patrolling the hunting grounds of his majesty. He had great aim, knew the forest as the back of his hand, and had very few poachers, orcs, and monsters survived their encounters. Ooh, there's orcs and monsters. Survived their encounter with a royal ranger. Over his years of service, Dirwin eradicated countless dangers lurking in the woods, making one notch after another on his bow. After King Eadberht's death, the royal rangers disobeyed the council's orders and refused to participate in the fratricidal war. As a punishment, the unit was disbanded, so Dirwin took his weapons and headed back into the woods. During the war, he continued to do what he always did: fulfill contracts and bounties, hunt dangerous monsters, and help peasants. Common folks rightfully considered him their stalwart protector. Sorry, I can't read tonight. Gotta get warmed up. He's a human. Despite sharing a common culture, humans of Aldor are now more divided than ever. A multitude of political conflicts between the kingdoms, estates, has plunged the country into a prolonged civil war, barely contained by a shaky truce. Different races don't offer any advantages or disadvantages, instead providing unique origins. So, I think there was a couple other races that I could pick from. Not for this character. I think it's each character has its own race, so it's like, you can't just go and say, okay, I want to be this ranger, orc ranger, something like that. I don't believe so. But yeah, so that's where we're starting out. So that's that. There's a skills tree here. I have 2 points to spend. And the way that skills work, in order to get new skills to learn, you have to find them in books, pretty much. I start with these, but other ones, like for instance, great axes, from what I understand so far, I have to find a book, or what they call treatises, based on great axes. So I'm definitely gonna buy this for the ranged weapon. And basically what this does is, it's a temporary skill that grants me a 50% accuracy and 10% damage for the next turn. So basically anything you do causes a turn. If I change my weapons, that's a turn. If I take a step, it's a turn. Anything's a turn. So equipping this is a turn. So equip this, and then on the next turn I have a 50% plus accuracy and then 10% increase in damage. And then passive bonus, I have a negative 3% cooldown duration for this skill tree. So we are going to get that for sure, because that's what I need. Let's see here. We have another passive here. Constant practice. Taking aim also grants plus 7.5% crit chance and negative 10% fumble chance. I gotta find out what fumble actually causes. Passive bonus, negative 3% cooldown duration for the skill tree. So that's cool. So that's 6%. And plus 3% weapon damage. Cool. Piercing shot. Let's see. Takes a shot which pierces all targets in its path. This attack has 32% bleed chance, 17% armor penetration, and 42% armor damage. I wonder what if the passive bonus stacks, actually. That'd be interesting to know. Distracting shot. Increases dodge chance up to 100% and lets you retreat up to 2 tiles away. That might be pretty good too. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm going to go for the passive though. So if I use taking aim, then I also get 7.5% crit chance. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, so there's that. That was skills. We saw the character menu. And then here's my inventory. Like I said, you have to manage everything. You have to play some inventory Tetris to keep everything in line. I got this ring from the old man, so I'm going to take that. And all that does, it's nothing crazy. It's his ring. It gives me a negative 1%, minus 1% chance of fumbling. So, gold is an inventory item. There are things like scrolls. There's identifying scrolls. There's also enchanting and disenchanting scrolls. So if you get an item that has an enchantment that you don't like, you can disenchant it. And if there's an item you like, you can enchant it. So that's kind of cool. A lot of the things I'm going to be keeping in my inventory are things that are going to help me along the journey. So for instance, things like lockpicks, of course, the map, a water skin to keep my hydration up, food, and then these things here, healing salve and bandages. Those are going to help me when I need to take care of my boy. And basically for different injuries that I accrue, because there will be a lot of them, different sort of medical options will be there that I can choose from. Okay, so I don't think Varen has anything else for me to any questions. Who is Gwinnell? I'm surprised you've never heard about him. A renowned alchemist, a former court physician. You will find a finer scholar to this side of the Aldorian Mountains. I hear King Edbert used to trust him more than his first advisor. This doesn't sound familiar to me at all. He invented an elixir, did wonders to one's health. Selling it made him a fortune. Then it turned out that this potion had side effects. Some were lucky just to die. Only His Majesty's patronage saved Gwinnell's life, but he had to abandon his post as a court physician. Since then, he has been trying to figure out what went wrong with the formula. Any questions? How did you meet Gwinnell? Reputation. It's all about reputation. I'm not one of those mercs who wanders the world, clearing out crypts and killing ghouls for peasants. I'm a relic seeker. Relics are a delicate matter. There isn't much use for brute force when searching for them, so I don't have many competitors. Why so pretentious, Seeker? No offense, that's how it is. There are more than enough bounty hunters. One gets killed, 3 more are ready to pick up his contract. You can't say the same about me. If someone is looking for an antique relic, or someone is looking for antique relics, sooner or later they'll find themselves on my front steps. Gwinnell is no exception. Any questions? What did Gwinnell do next? This whole elixir business, it bruised his ego. After he moved to Bryn, he barely leaves his laboratory. A man of simple tastes, that part I like about him. He lives in a tiny hovel, no hints of luxury. Some village merchants live better than Gwinnell. But considering how much he pays for his contract, he'll still have money to spare. So I guess we're doing this for Gwinnell, if you haven't picked up on that yet. Any questions? How do you know Gwinnell can be trusted? I don't have any reason to think he can't be trusted. It's not the first time I've worked with him. Any questions? What did Gwinnell want from you? Books. What else could an alchemist want? I had to dig up a huge pile of scrolls and treatises for one of his experiments. Swallowed more dust that day than my whole life. Though it's a pleasure to work with him. He's polite, knows what he wants, pays generously without delays, doesn't hold back with advances. Perhaps that's what I like about him the most. We have been working together ever since. Any questions? About the Stoneshard, what is that thing exactly? Honestly, I don't have the slightest idea. That's Gwinnell for you. He once tried to explain the gist of his theories, but it was to no use. I'm no fool, but I couldn't understand half his words. I decided not to ask meaningless questions. Figured he was just some eccentric alchemist searching for an ingredient for another philosopher's stone. It's not like he could succeed. What's there to worry about? Now, of course, I regret it. I don't know what came over me that day. I should have listened, asked, thought it all through. Any questions? How did you find the first Stoneshard? By accident. At the time, I was looking for some alchemy scroll for Gwinnell. He was eager to have a look at it as soon as possible, so he decided to tag along. I don't usually allow this, but the place was safe and Gwinnell is pleasant to chat with. So I didn't object. The place was an antique Axonian archive. The room with the scroll in question was flooded with groundwater, but the scroll itself was intact. We were about to return to the surface when I noticed a collapsed passage. I have a sense for these things, you know. Had to swing a pickaxe for hours, knee-deep in ice-cold water. But it was all worth it. The passage led us to another hall, littered with some pedestals. The Stoneshard was placed on one of them. And what about Gwinnell? Gwinnell? You should have seen his face. He paid me 10 times the sum we had agreed on, almost rode our horses to death on our way back. That's how much he wanted to return to town. A couple weeks later, I woke up to the sound of someone banging on my door, as if they were trying to break in. Turned out it was Gwinnell, happy to inform that there is more than one Stoneshard, and the second one is hidden somewhere in the dungeon under the Abbey of the Holy Revelation. Any questions? Did you notice anything strange about the Stoneshard? The Stoneshard seems inert. I didn't feel any magic from it. In more than 30 years of hunting relics, I've held enough of them in my hands to learn a thing or two. 2/3 of them are junk. The only miraculous thing about them is how ridiculously high you can sell them for. The Stoneshard felt like one of those duds. That's pretty funny about relic hunting. It's like, most of them were just BS. Why do people want relics then? Truth is, a boring thing. And people like fancy tales. Sometimes a well-told legend can turn a chunk of rusty iron into a legendary weapon. But still, these Stoneshards. Yes, I understand it myself now. After everything I saw in that monastery, if I can be sure of anything, it's that it contains magic. But I didn't feel traces of it back then. Something doesn't seem right, but I'll get to the bottom of it. We will. Any questions? How did Gwinnell know about the second Stoneshard, that the second Stoneshard was there? He has some impressive library. After our discovery, he went through it and found a mention of some stone of the Holy Revelation. The stone was thought to be a miraculous relic, which had been kept for centuries in a monastery close to Manshire. Judging by the description, it didn't look like one he found. After an outbreak of the Crimson Plague, the abbey was abandoned, and the stone of the Holy Revelation disappeared in the catacombs along with the monks. Since then, locals believe the monastery to be haunted, knowing full well to steer away from it, well, for good reason. Any questions? Goes on forever. And Gwinnell told you about the monastery Gwinnell told you that the monastery was empty, right? He did. I'm not the one to do anything without gathering information first. But I trusted Gwinnell, so the preparations were on him. I'm not the only mercenary in this service. He has a bunch of other people working for him, gathering rumors, searching for leads. My part is rather small. Find the thing and bring it to him. That time, as always, Gwinnell relayed me the reports. It sounded like a job for a day or two, so I gathered my men and went straight to the abbey. What happened next, you already know. Any questions? So you think his scouts are to blame? Certainly. Why would Gwinnell lie to me? I can't say the same about his men, though. They might as well have done a sloppy job. Mercenaries nowadays are no match to the ones I used to know when I was young. But now, mercs aren't worth a damn. Reputation, honor, it's just empty words to them. They only care about coin. Thank you for the kind words. No need for sarcasm. I'm not talking about you. I bet they didn't even step inside the abbey. Had a quick glance, all clear. Time to claim the reward. Blunderers. Any questions? Sounds like murky business. Wouldn't say it better myself. Gwinnell is hiding something, but only about the Stoneshards. The ambush wasn't his fault. He doesn't have any reason to send me to certain death. Without me, he will never find anything. And he understands it perfectly. If you have a specific artifact in mind, you either come to Varen, or you can forget that it ever existed, period. A shadow passes over Varen's face. He goes silent, as if gathering his thoughts. Murky business. Murky indeed. Any questions? So yeah. Well, he gave us a lot of information there. Let's see here. So I'm pretty good. Let's see how much I have. 350 coin. I need to go find the elder. Let's see what the bartender says. How about a mug of foamy ale? No. What are you selling? You stay for the night. Don't need to save. Actually, I probably should save. I have some questions. How about a chat? See you. Let's spend some crowns and save. Don't worry about your belongings. Just put them all in the chest by your bed. Your things will be safe. I guarantee it. Okay, so cool. So, the bed is upstairs. So basically, I can stay in this room. Ooh, apple. I'm gonna take that apple. It doesn't say anything about being. Okay, we'll go into our room. Because this is where we can stay. So essentially, if we can use this chest to store items, then that'll be cool. Let's see. All right, and there's nothing in there to begin with. What is this I have? The status: vigorous, mental, energy restoration up 2.5%, energy plus 11, received experience plus 5%. Cool. I must get that from sleeping. Okay, so let's get out of here. We're saved. Oh, let's see what's in these barrels. No. Okay. Okay, let's talk to this guy real quick. Oh my gosh. Well, hello there. Baron told me about you. Came for another serving? Or need my help with anything? I need to speak to the elder. Where can I find him? Our elder, Odar, lives right in the middle of the village. In the village hall. You can't miss it. It's right in front of the market. If you need to earn some coin, go visit him. He's our master of contracts. Is there anything else I can help you with? You can ask. No need to be coy. Tell me about the village. Our village, called Osbrook. Life is hard, but we don't complain. The mill helps, and we got a few farms here and there. And if you compare us to the neighbors, life is as sweet as honey, eh? The war went past us, more or less. You see, there's hardly enough food to fight for our own boondocks. Is there anything going on in the neighborhood? Things around here sure are calm if compared to the neighbors. But if you got to keep an eye out anyway. Sorry, I cannot read tonight. Leaving the village without good reason is a foul idea. All kinds of bandits wander the roads. Good to know. And there are also all these crypts, built by the Order who knows how long ago. Sniffing around them isn't safe either. Run face to face with the undead, or worse. Though I guess that may be exactly what you're looking for. Can you tell me about the people that live here? Ah, there's too many folks to remember. Let me count on fingers. Firstly, the elder. Secondly, we have the smith. Then there's the herbalist, the tailor, a few traders. Can't forget the carpenter. That's it, I guess. Ooh, cool. Okay, I don't need to talk to all. I know what those guys do. Let's see. What's the tavern's name? Tavern's name is the Black Boar. Can't find a nicer place around here. That hovel in Manshire they call a tavern? Nothing but a ripoff. Had my grandfather keeping this place, and before him, my great-grandfather. You can guess the rest. Me and my wife have been keeping it for 15 years or so, no less. Why the Black Boar? Now that's a long story. Had a wild boar roaming around here a century ago. Kept the entire village in fear. A vicious beast. Folks spoke that it wasn't a boar at all, though it to be an evil spirit in hogskin. The then lord of the land was a bit of a coward. Almost stopped hunting because of it. He sat around for a week or two. But what's life without hunts? So he put a handsome bounty on the boar's head. Lots of folks hurried into the woods. Half of them returned empty-handed. The other half got mauled by the beast. No match for my great-great-grandfather, of course. Was a skilled archer, to say the least. He went after the boar, put it down with a single arrow, hit it right in the eye, dropped it where it stood. The Lord himself granted him the title of Ranger for his heroic deed. Made him quite a catch for the lasses. And my great-great-great-grandfather, the smart fellow, married the miller's daughter and opened this tavern with her dowry. Got the boar's head hung above the fireplace. Used to have many folks from the neighboring villages flock over to just catch a glance at the beast. Though a couple years and some scouts stole it. Looked for him everywhere. but that scum fell off the face of the earth. That sucks. Let's see here. This tower's name. Okay. How about a chat? It's okay, we'll just get started. Alright. Kitty cat? I can't pet the kitty cat. What can I do here? Oh, I turned it off. Put out the fire. There's a bucket I could take. Show me a wares. Want to rent? Okay. Or anything interesting? Beware of bandits. Forests around here are swarming with them. There's a track to Bryn not far from here, so it's easy for brigands to rob passing travelers. We had been suffering from them too, until the magistrate began hunting them down. So now these scoundrels know to stay away from Osbrook. How about a foamy mug of ale? Let's see. Let me see what they have actually. It's all food. I think I'm okay with the food right now. I don't want to spend $24 on a piece of cheese. That's pretty good though. 20 bucks for some lentil soup. I'll buy that. Okay. Okay, let's go talk to the elder. You said it's in the center of town in the Great Hall. Could this be it right here? You can see there's a pretty dense fog of war sort of aspect going on here, right? Like I can't. My area of vision is pretty limited. Yeah, I bet that's the Great Hall right there, right? Here's like the main shopping area. Odar, there he is. Aha, so you're that friend of Varen's. Varen didn't tell you? We didn't have capable mercenaries in Osbrook for quite a while, so there's a lot to deal with. Bands, cults, the undead. Lots of places around here attract filth like that. We don't have many guards, so I can't afford any of them dying. That's why I need a mercenary. And what about affording a mercenary dying? I'll put it this way. That's what you're paid for. Take the risks, and I'll reward you well if you succeed. It's only fair. Let's get to business then. I have a few contracts available. If you fulfill 3, then we are even. You'll have your cart and horses. So, what do you say? We've got some work for you. Here are the contracts. Captive Emissary and Hapless Peasant. Which one do you want to hear about? He gives some contracts names. That's pretty good. Let's hear about Captive Emissary since it's the first. I have a special mission for you. A few days ago, the emissary from the magistrate, who had been assigned to our village, headed to Bryn to deliver his report. He was intercepted by bandits on his way there. They killed the guards on the spot and took the emissary to outpost Raventwort. Raventwort. To tell you the truth, I'm not exactly saddened by this. The emissary is a prick. A completely useless one to boot. But the magistrate has been our benefactor in these uncertain times, and it wouldn't be wise to undermine our relations with them. If one hair upon their emissary head gets harmed, it's my head which will roll. That's why I'm paying double. Just make sure he's safe, and that whoever is responsible for his abduction is dead. Okay, sounds good. Good, that's settled then. Give me your map. I'll mark the spot. Come within 3 days to claim your reward. Okay, let's discuss something else. Are there any contracts? Let's try Hapless Peasant. Does the name Yor mean anything to you? Well, doesn't really matter. What matters is that this bonehead managed to get into the clutches of bandits a few days ago. They're holding him somewhere inside Castle Estvir for ransom. We could collect the money, but these vermin only understand the language of force. I need you to rescue him and leave a message they will understand. Cutting their leader open would work just fine. Will you do it? Alright, I'll do it. Good, that's settled then. Give me your map. I'll mark the right spot. Come within 3 days to claim your reward. Let's discuss something else. Any other contracts? No? Anything interesting about your village? What can I tell? It's a village like any other. We don't have much note other than our mill, the best mill around. We used to have folks from the neighboring villages bring wheat to grind. All in all, we get by, and I'm grateful for it. but there are always things to do. These are restless times, to put it mildly. Let's discuss something else. Ah, show me your wares. What do you got to sell? Whoa. Crowns. What do I have? Coins? Coins and crowns different? I have a map. Don't need that. Okay. Farewell. Cool. Okay, so we got our first 2 quests. We'll leave. These guys are snoozing. I'm sure I can't go stealing stuff. There's nothing in this barrel anyway. Stalk this guy. Here to see Odar? He's upstairs. What does he got to sell? He's got some chicken. Some roasted sinewy meat. Always delicious. Okay, let's get out of here. So what I've also heard is, I don't know why my energy is down. Down by 10. I don't know. Oh. Oh, maybe energy gets used as you're talking? I don't know. So that I would assume is the butcher. We have, looks like an armorer or weapons sealer. Bah, a mercenary, fresh from the road. Let me give you a piece of advice. Stick with me and you'll be rolling in gold in no time. Stick with you? How so? I have a business offer for you. The previous mercenary used to bring me all kinds of wares, and I paid him generously for them. Everyone was happy with that deal. So, how about you? And I have the same arrangement? What happened to the previous one? He overestimated his abilities. Anyway, no use dwelling on it. It's all water under the bridge. What matters, though, is for us to come to an agreement. I've got plenty of wares, and I can get anything you need. Can't do that. Let's see here. He does have a bunch of wares. Cool. Yeah, so here's an identification scroll. It's got the little purple ribbon. Here's a disenchantment scroll. It has the red. I think the enchantment scroll has green ribbon. 230. Yeah, see, stuff is expensive. Okay. Oh, here's some treatises, and they're very expensive. So we're gonna hold off there. Okay. Well, let's do a little. I don't want to go and talk to everybody. Let's go and get some stuff going here. So, so there's the marks. There's Ravetwort, Ravitwort, I like Ravetwort. Sounds funny. Danger average. Ooh, danger high. So let's start here. So one thing I want to do first, though, is I want to get some practice under my belt first. You know, just in my time with the tutorial, this game is tough. In the story about the character, it sounded like I'm some like super well-versed badass ranger, but I'm starting from scratch right now, so I'm sure I'm gonna get my ass handed to me. So let's just wander around a little bit. What's that? Fleawort. And the way that the map works is that you saw when we left the town, there was a clear ending to the area, right? And so it just works on these grid spaces. So right now we're currently in the forest with the road. And to get to Ravetwort, we have to go down from here. But we're just going to explore around a little bit and see if there's anything you can kind of find. Anything that can give us a little bit of experience. What's that? Got a little mushroom, death cap. Wonder if I can sell these mushrooms. Do they give me anything good? Death cap. Whoa, what the heck was that? What was that? Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Okay, he's not attacking though, so that's good. I don't want to take a bear. That reminds me. Let me run back here. And since we got the contracts and stuff, I want to save my progress. That's the only thing I'm worried about with this game, is that from what I can tell, you can only save at the end. So so yeah, I'm worried about that. I'm gonna get in deep somewhere and then I have to restart. But we'll see how it goes. I wonder if I can go and just go back to my room. Okay. Your progress has been saved. Okay, cool. All right, now let's go. Now let's go. We get into some trouble. Our progress is good. And there is some sort of stealth aspect if you get too close, which I'm sure we'll see. Oh, hey buddy. Hey buddy. Oh, where'd you go? Up here. Supposed to be a cool ranger. Oh. Where'd you go? He's gone. Oh, he's up here. He's running though. We'll let this fox live today. Fly. We have another one right here. What does that do? Hunger -1, intoxication +30, pain -15. So it has a little bit of like a, you know, pain resistance +60. So it's a little bit of like a dopamine effect. We'll save. We'll hold on to it just in case. Or if that bear is still here. No. Yeah, let's go into the field. I've tried already. Can't target birds, so we'll leave them alone. Agrimony. What's agrimony? Intoxication -3. Health restoration +2. Bleed resistance +5. Agrimony is something we're going to want to pick up. Now, did it just stack? No, it did not. So we won't pick up that many. What's that? Mind worked. Sanity +4. Sanity changed 0.2%. Morale +2. Psionic resistance +5. Psionic's like a mental damage, I believe. Removes the effect of bad trip and being drunk. Oh, right on. Okay. So far, we got some time. Some spearmint. Am I just collecting herbs right now? Yeah. I'll probably just go back and sell them, maybe, to the herbalist. Let's keep progressing down here, huh? Bunny rabbit. Jeez. So far, not doing good with the bow. So I'm supposedly here, so we'll just go back in here. We'll probably do a circle back, go back to the town. See if these flowers give me any money. I'm a little dehydrated, that's okay. he stays out. Got him again. Oh, he's bleeding. He's down. Right on. Got me 3 whole XP for that. Boar? Come on, let me pick up my arrows. Where's the boar? There's another deer. Got him. Ooh. Yeah, he's not going to last long enough. Nice. Uh-oh. I need to load that up anyway. Deer pelt. Wow, deer pelts take a lot. Okay, let's get rid of some of this. Drop. Drop. Oh, there's the belt. Okay. Let's go back to town real quick, sell some stuff. Got me a little bit of XP. I wonder how close I... Oh, jeez. I got a ways to go. Okay, so maybe we'll just dive in, see how we do. I'm hungry now. I bet. It's nighttime. I've been out hunting all day. Oh, all the stores are... Okay, I gotta go sleep then. Okay, well, let's drink a little bit. Eat. There we go. Yeah, we'll go to the inn. Go to my bed. Take a little snooze. Oh, who's this guy following me? Oh, it's the innkeeper. He's good. Okay. What is that little... Looks like there's a little trapdoor there. Okay. Now let's leave. Oh, did I... Guess I slept until the... So let's go save it again. It's probably gonna be some like... Oh, I gotta pay him. Son of a... I'll rent the room again. 15 crowns. Okay. Jeez. Already screwing it up big time. Let's see. How can I tell what time it is? Map? Will the map tell me? No. No, what's this? Modes? Rest mode, attack mode. Quests. What would the quest tell me? No, it doesn't look like it. It's 2, so we'll sleep until, let's see, 7. Okay. A little dehydrated. Take a sip. There we go. That's GT. Yep, looks like the innkeeper, he's waking up. Everybody's waking up. Still a little too early for the shopkeepers, though, huh? I'm hungry. Seeing my food. I got that apple I stole, too. I'm not gonna try any funny uses, bro. Oh, there's the butcher. He's back. Come buy meat. Best meat in the neighborhood. Yeah, he's got some meat. Let's see here. Sell. How much would that sell for? 11. That's not okay. That works. What do you got? Jeez. I'm losing money, but I need food. Let's see if we can buy like some bread. or something, or we'll go back to the innkeeper by right because I see this guy coming up. All the innkeepers are coming. Oh yeah, there we go. 40 antlers too. How much are antlers worth? 6. I buy them for 64, but. Oh, and I have this lentil soup too. Forgot about the lentil soup. Okay. Alright. So I think we're good. A little thirsty. Immunity's a little bit down to 92, but hey. That's okay. Maybe I'll just rest for an hour. Since this is... I still have the room all day. Alright. Let's get out of here. That's funny. Killing the deer only granted me 2 XP. I need 500 to get to level 2. It looks like. Whoa, whoa, bud. Doesn't look like he's coming after me. Okay, so we're here. We need to go over to the left and then down. Stay to the road a little while. Thug becomes hostile. Look who's here. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, look at this guy. There we go, buddy. Come on. Nice. Did pretty good with them. 42 XP. And yeah, barely anything. Barely a scratch. What else you got for me? Arrows. Pick up my arrows. Okay, let's check this out. Pleasant. Oh, pleasant. Peasant fail. Looks like it's broken. I don't know what that means. -8. It looks like it's like broken, but the durability 26 out of 60. So it's... Yeah, this one's really broken. Drop. Bad boy. So this was 21 crushing damage. Got 5% armor penetration, 5% armor damage, 15% body part damage, dazed chance +2, stun +2, -5 accuracy, +2 crit. So it's kind of, I mean, that's pretty good. While my dirk only does 19 piercing damage. So let's throw this on. Can I do that? Oh, I can. Look at that. Dual wielding. Awesome. How am I doing? 57 out of 93. So it also has this rest mode where I can kind of just hang out. My hunger and stuff will go up. My hunger and thirst will go up. But I'll get health and energy faster. So we'll do that for a second. We're just going to chill by the side of the road near the thugs we killed. Okay. And I'm thirsty. Do a drink. Okay. Right on. So our first encounter outside of the tutorial with human enemies. I wouldn't say the deer was an encounter. It was pretty much just shooting at a moving target. We should be coming close to the... That's a fox. Okay. Uh-oh. He's got a pitchfork. Oh, shit. He blocked it. Not that time. I'm getting handled right now. The pitchfork. The farmer got me. Oh my gosh. Wow. So that's it, right? Like, yeah, I'm back. No pleasant flail. No pleasant flail anymore. That was unpleasant flail. Wow. Okay. So now we know what we're dealing with, right? Like, it's gonna be punishing. You gotta go in smart. And I wonder if I just ran in too fast, right? Herbalist, is that this person? She looks like she just sells vegetables. What is that? Spirit? Okay, it gets me drunk, but it reduces my pain. And it increases my morale. Keeps me warm, so that's pretty good. But I'll get drunk. Mead will decrease my thirst, my pain, and increase my morale. It'll also make me drunk. Okay. Let's see what this guy's got. I wonder if the blacksmith can I can get a little jump on on the weaponry side of things. 268. Physical resistance +3. Block chance +2. It's pretty good. Okay, 268. Homemade sword, 18 slashing damage, armor penetration +5. It's the same as my... Oh, sorry. It's the same as my dirk, right? Actually, it's not as good as my dirk. I don't want that. 400. There's 100. Armor penetration, slashing damage. So one more damage. Let's see here. Cost some energy to use. It's a cool hatchet. Ooh, $1,200. Okay. He doesn't have any. Oh, does have others. Oh no. Okay, you can just tab them out. That's cool. Oh, I can buy a crowbar. Oh, it'll like guarantee a lockpick. Gotcha. Kind of want to buy the girdle, the belt. It'll take half of my coin though. Okay, let's do it. If we die, we die. Right. We'll sell this guy for 6. What do you think, sir? There's a tailor over here. No, and granted, I should have probably just like taken a breath and been like, all right, let's figure out a course of action here. Maybe I should have started like running away and then firing instead of just standing my ground, but we'll learn. And who the hell are you? Another mercenary. Well, isn't this a surprise? His name is Hold. That's not a bad name. Anyway, I hope you'll manage to survive a bit longer than our last hero. What do you want from me? I just want to see what you got to sell, bud. Magic Plier +7. I'm not a magic user. Frost resistance, bleed resistance gives 1 to protection, which my apprentice Cal doesn't do anything, but it's out of my price range. Here's the belts, waistband, shoes. Slash, pierce, crushing damage resistance, rending resistance, frost. Same as those. Okay, we're gonna hold off. Look at that. The coif. 2 protection. That's good. No, it's way out of my price range. Okay. See you later, hold. Alright. Let's try this again, shall we? Oh, is she the herbalist? She'll buy these flowers. Or he's the herbalist. Yes, he will. 4. It's pretty good. We'll sell each of one of these that we have. I'll sell that. Cool. Oh, I'll sell that one too. I don't want the mushrooms at this point. Let's just get it started. Drink a little bit. Let's go. Let's go die again. Keep my bow at the ready. So I'm going down. I guess I could just go down through these fields. Maybe that'll be a better way to get there. Less dangerous. Uh-oh. Okay, he's running away. So we'll let him go. Yeah, if I was getting a little bit more XP, I would probably just hang out and do a little bit of hunting, get it a level up maybe. But shit, it is tough. Cool. Oh, this is a grave. So this hard. I don't have a shovel. So good to know. 2 tiles down in this field, there is a grave. So buy a shovel at some point. Find a shovel. Come back and dig that bad boy up. It's nice and quiet. But now I should be close, right? I should be right here. So let's start moving right. Okay, we'll go a little quieter this time. My vigor status. That sucks. Dude, I gotta be close. I gotta be close. Whoa. Uh-oh. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Game time. Oh, jeez. No, what's going on? I don't know why I can't. Is that the trees in the way? that time. That stupid belt did nothing. It did nothing for me. Dude, for such an experienced ranger, I suck with the bow. I suck with the bow. We'll go the other way. Forget that belt. Do I still have that? All that? Yeah. Okay, let's go sell this shit at the to the herbalist. It would be nice if when you clicked on another spot as he was running, it didn't like interrupt it. Like you just kept, yeah, I'm still clicking down here. You have to. Yeah. Sell. 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 Sell the death cap. Okay, thanks, bud. And I was also messing up there on that, where I was like, instead of using taking aim, I was hitting W, which switches your weapon loadout. So that was partly my bad. Hold on 1 second.